We should be live. I need about a minute to get myself situated. I feel like I've got a hair that keeps like poking me in the head. There we go. I got it. Stupid hair. Stupid hair. Okay. I am going to pull up the dashboard. We'll grab the stream manager and get that going here. Perfect. So, now let me get loaded into the game. We are going to be playing some New Game Plus in Chrono Cross for the rest of the week, and then I'm going to think about whether or not I want to go for the Platinum or I want to switch games. So, let me know what you think. That's totally fine. It's also very hot today, so I am going to use a towel. And welcome, Kinky Demon. Feel free to lurk. Have a good time lurking. Ugh. Gotta wipe away all the sweat from my brow. Because I can't turn the air conditioner on with my squeaky pipes. My squeaky vents. It's not pipes, it's vents that are squeaky. Okay. Let me remember how to do this. What was the button? Nope, not that, not that, not that. Alright, I gotta look this up. I gotta look it up because I don't remember. And I guess I can switch over so you guys can see what I'm doing. There's a specific button I have to press, and I don't remember how to do it. Nope. I think that's the wrong thing. No, it is the right thing. I just have to get rid of that so that I can see. It doesn't tell me the button I gotta push. Okay. So that's not the right website. Let's go to another one. New Game Plus buttons. Okay, so we go to continue. We find the save file that we want to use, which was this one. Let me look at the times. This one. Okay, so this is the one that we did with a good ending. Doesn't really matter. It's the same. It is literally the same file with both of these. It's just a matter of which one am I going to choose. So I'm going to choose this one. And if I hit continue, there we go. Okay, I'm going to make my face disappear briefly so you can see, and that's how you get to New Game Plus. Continue Plus would be taking a save file that you had worked on previously and then taking all of your growth and most of your items into that save file so you can just pick up where you wanted to, as opposed to starting completely fresh. But we didn't do that. We don't have specific save files for certain chapters in the game. So we're going to go New Game Plus, vibration function on, and we're going to skip through a lot of the dialogue and a lot of the cutscenes. I just want you guys to be warned that this is not going to be the voice actor or the character voices. That's the word I'm looking for. This will not be a character voices playthrough. This is just me trying to collect trophies. I'm missing a few of them, and we're just going to do our best. We're going to see what we can and cannot do. I've got a new guide that I am trying to follow. It has a specific section for New Game Plus where it's like, here's how to get these different endings, but I think there are some trophies that I missed because I was using a PS1 walkthrough as opposed to this PS4 remaster, which is slightly different. So, let's confirm our name is still Sammy. We're not going to switch over to Surge now. We are still Sammy. And, yeah. We do need to see the dream sequence, although we are not going to hold ourselves liable to what it says. If the dream sequence says that we need to bring in certain characters, but we brought those characters in last time, I'm looking at you, Rasley, then we're not going to do it this time. Now, I'm curious if this will hold on to the settings that I had. Okay, so Mel is a character that we would have recruited in the last playthrough, so we're not recruiting her this time, so the dream will not come true. And again, we're not really doing this. If you want to see the story, make sure to check out the YouTube. I am B. Sammy Davis on YouTube as well. I don't have a playlist yet, and I will think about putting one together. Okay, what I'm curious about is if, I was like, I wonder if they're going to change the settings that I set. And they did. They changed them all. So we're gonna go with... I think this time, let's go Pours Furnace. I don't usually use that one. We're not going to see it that often. We're mostly going to be just kind of running around. Okay. The other thing is I can equip elements to Kid and Mel, but I think I lose them. I think if Mel leaves, I won't get them back until I use the Chrono Cross. So I think I'm only going to look at the items for these two characters who I'm going to most likely take with us. Okay, what I'm saying is I'm only going to equip everything to Sammy. Nobody else is getting it. So I want a Forget-Me-Not pot. It's one of my favorites. I want the Defender Plus, just to make him pretty much unstoppable. And then I'm thinking we'll go with the Dragoon's Honor to also make him more powerful, because it would be great if we could get through most of this game just in the first round. Where's my Dragoon's... whatever it's called? I should have been paying closer attention. Got the gaunt. Why do I only have one gaunt? What happened to the rest of them? Alright, so clearly not everything gets carried over from one playthrough to another. And I guess we're gonna go with... I'm thinking the Winged Shoes will probably be the best. He's, I mean, 40% is not great, but that's closer to a flip of the coin, and I like that. And then I think I am going to allocate just Sammy. So the other two only have their techniques, and they only have their starting equipment, and that's all they get. As we remember, there are no treasures, but we do have to get through this thing. Now let's just get a test of how powerful we are. So we can take out dudes with just Sammy. And then with starting equipment, how is Kid doing? Not great. Kid! She keeps missing. Ugh. Mel. As you guys should know by now, the thing that drives me absolutely batty is when they miss. When they miss. All right. Let's continue. There are no treasures, so we don't need to stop for anything. We just need to flip the switch and finish the intro. Now, when we get to the actual start of the game, I'm kind of on the fence as to who I want to recruit and who I want to leave behind and just pick up with the Chrono Cross later. But we'll make those decisions. I'll probably try to follow the guide as closely as possible because what I'm really going for is the Platinum Trophy. And so I'm not necessarily sitting here like, ooh, I want to do this quickly. I'm thinking more like, I want to get all my trophies. Also, if you missed it, the entire playthrough with character voices and all that other silliness can be found on my YouTube. And I'm gonna eventually, one day when I get my act together, I'll make a playlist so that people can easily follow it. But I didn't play any games in between, so once you find Chrono Cross, you can just watch all of them in order. I should probably put something better on everybody else, but I'm just sitting here thinking, why? I don't need to. I also don't know if I have my summons anymore. Obviously, I won't have the Chrono Cross. I don't have summons anymore. Interesting. So you don't get to keep certain items and you don't get to keep your summons. So I can't start collecting shiny materials early, is the point that I'm making. Okay, you can read that because I am trying to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Okay, hope you had enough time and you're not going to get to read the rest of it. I love it. No matter who is in that third position, it always feels like Kid and Sammy just ignore them. Like, did it feel like we just got sucked through the floor? And then we're like, I don't care. We're talking about something else. Leave us alone. Wow. Oh, that's how I felt all day. Like I was gonna pass out. Like the doors were just zooming in on me. That's one of my fears in life, is passing out in a public space, because people always call an ambulance and then I'm in even more debt because I was too busy being passed out to say, don't call an ambulance. Okay. Now there are some things we have already picked up and other things we have not, but I'm going to try to look at these things as though they have not been picked up. This is the only, well, not the only, but this is one of the major differences in New Game Plus. Sammy woke up to find the time egg in his hands. With this, I can attack the Devourer of Time at any point and in the game. So we could go now if we wanted to. Maybe. But I'm not worried about it. I'm worried about some of the other stuff. Okay. I forgot to grab. I don't need it. But let's grab our not so secret savings and get 200 gold. I don't need to rest, but I do want to see. So I am at 153,607 gold. So that 200 really helps. But I also saw that I'm down a star from the last playthrough, but I don't have any summons to summon. Get out of my dang way, cat. Okay. I keep missing everything. This is such a hard guide to read. Here. Somewhere. There we go. Okay, now there is a trophy that I can go for. That is for ending number 1. So we're gonna leave and save and seriously consider going for it. I'm gonna replace this one. This is my really old save file, and I don't want to be forgetting like when I'm moving around, so I'm getting rid of that for good. And we're gonna see, can Sammy take this guy on? Let's pause and go. Oh my gosh, the internet is so garbage in 2025. I hate using the internet. Why does everything have to be so hard to use? Why do there have to be ads everywhere? Okay. So it's just taking him out before going to another world. So I think I could recruit Poshul and get it that way. Let me find out. I need to... Don't use any of those fandom.com websites. Those things are garbage. Every time I accidentally click into one, I'm always like, dang it, why am I in a fandom.com website? It's going to be horrible here. I might have already messed it up. It says, do not talk to anyone, and I spoke to my mother. So I may have already messed it up. But let's try it anyway. We'll see if we get a trophy for ending number 1. If we didn't, well, we're only 20 minutes in. We can new game again. All right, over to here, and let's use the time egg. Wait, no, not yet. Actually, I'm gonna try it. This is gonna be my warm-up. I'm gonna try doing this the hard way. Let's do it by ourselves, and let's do it the hard way. We could have... No, we can't use the easy way because I don't have a Chrono Cross. And you have to have a Chrono Cross to do it the easy way. So, I'm caught up. Here we are. New Game Plus. Sammy versus the Time Devourer. 1-on-1. Let's see what our techs do against him. At least they do damage and not heal. Okay. I can withstand more of those. I hate that I keep missing. And now, let's hit him with... I don't want to hit him with a green. I'm going to hit him with a yellow just to see what we can do. Oh no! No! I got a game over already. I wonder... Okay, so clearly I need to put something on that will protect against frozen at the very least. We'll go here where the autosave was, because I imagine, yeah, that's even closer. And let's take a look here. Maybe instead of the winged shoes, let's see if we have anything that is related to blue elements. So we got a sea charm that protects against anti-blue, but I need to protect against blue elements and blue status effects. What is that called? A brooch. And I don't think there are any blue brooches in the game. There's a red brooch, white brooch, yellow brooch. And I have never picked up a blue brooch. What am I going to do? How do I prevent being frozen? That's what I need to figure out. Well, I'm gonna put on the Pendragon Sigil, and we're gonna try this again. If we fail, then we'll try it in New Game Plus ×2. Oh, I also got the Relief Charm. It's not a usable item. I'm pretty sure that only makes it so other characters can replace me when I'm playing the game. So I don't have to have Sammy on the field. All right, here we go again. Okay. Really only Omega Blue that I'm worried about. That's the only one that can freeze me. Let's hit him with Luminaire. So last time this was 87. Let's see what it is this time. Ooh, okay. We need to heal. So I'm gonna go with a cure. I'm thinking about hitting a diminish to kind of weaken his magical ability. I just don't know if that's really going to help out that much. Excellent. Sammy is doing well. I don't love doing another green ability because he tends to favor green abilities. There we go. Arg, Sammy. Can't miss. Let's hit him with a flying arrow and see what that does. Okay, now I'm going to hit the diminish. Since he's primarily going magic-based attacks, I think I'm going to switch over to primarily physical attacks. And hopefully we can, you know, if we need to, we can cure ourselves and heal as necessary. Speaking of, it might be a good time to do just that. So I'm gonna hit a recover all. Because I think it's weaker than the cure plus. Yeah. Good, good. I don't want him to get a full green field, so I'm gonna hit him with a fireball. This is just to stop the full green field, only because he seems to like green magic. And I just don't want to give him, you know, even more opportunities to hurt me. We'll probably heal on this next one. Yeah, let's go with another recover all. I'm really worried about Omega Blue. That's the one that I'm like, I hope he doesn't use it. Nice. I'm going to be primarily going with physical attacks until we get to turns like this one where he does 2 in a row, and then I'm like, alright, well I gotta split it up. I don't want him to keep hitting me. So, we'll split it up with a yellow. And hope that that's not what triggers Omega Blue. Good. Alright, I might need to heal. I might need to heal now. Yeah, just in case, I'm gonna do it. And this time I'm going with a Cure Plus. I hate missing! I hate it. Ooh, he did it again. I think he does it just to insult me. I think he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get him this time. I'm gonna get him by missing. You know how much Sammy hates it when I miss, so I'm gonna do it on purpose. Here we go. I still don't think I need to run a diminish. So I'm going to keep working on punching him. Although now I kind of feel like I do need to use another diminish. Alright, this could be a KO. If he freezes me, it's a KO. It's a KO. We did really well. We did it twice, and we didn't do it. Ugh. So we'll probably have to wait until later, or this will be a thing I have to do on my own. So let's go ahead and head back into the game proper. I'll tell you what I will do. Just for myself, just for my own edification. No, why would I need to create one? It's at the very beginning of the game. It's not hard to get here. So we'll do it later. We'll do it at a higher growth level. Let's talk to this guy. And again, I'm not really talking to them, we're just kind of here. You're probably right. Okay. Alright, so what is the relief charm? I think it's what allows Sammy to be replaced so he doesn't have to be in the party at all times. But let's just make sure. There we go. No need to participate in battles when friends can fight for you. So there might be some triple techs that are only available with certain characters. We didn't do any double or triple techs in our main playthrough. because I just don't know all of them. I don't know who has them. Yeah, I'll give it to you. What was it? Sure, take it. Yeah. Okay. Now, head to the vendor. Whoops. Come on. I don't think it'll let me because I've already collected this. Yeah, I've already got the shellfish frame, so I don't think it would give me a different thing to pick up. Show me your weapons and armor, please. We don't want either of those. Likewise, we don't want any of that. We don't want that. And I don't think she has any elements that I want either. So I have 52 tablets. Probably get one more cure. I like to have at least 5 of everything and then 50 of the consumables. So let's just grab 15 more of those and then kaplow. We did it. Now, let's go to the top right house and proceed to the basement. Yep. I'm just kind of reading ahead. We're going to talk to him again. I don't know if we did that last time. So what does he say if I talk to him again? Come on, talk to me again. There we go. I just get this feeling that there's another me living another life. It's just a funny feeling I have. Sounds crazy, huh? Yep, you're insane. Whoops. But if for any reason you happen to meet him, I want you to give him that amulet and tell him it's from the other you. Alright then, I'll have to catch some more fish. I need to buy Kiki a new dress, you know. Okay. So, now let's go to the cafe. Ouch. It's quite interesting. The game doesn't tell me to speak to this lady, but I'm going to do it anyway. I at least want to learn about her poetry so that when I meet the other her, I don't have to come back and have this conversation again. Okay, I think they're done talking to me. It's just a barrel. There we go. Another uplift. And then in this one, we want to get that Hecarim bone and an ivory helmet. Okay. let's travel. Excellent. Got a photon ray. Okay. It's just very interesting to look at how different people set up their walkthroughs. Like, I'm looking at this one, and they're like, all right, go talk to the fisherman. I guess they're not telling me to... They're telling me not to speak to Lena yet. So we come through here. But that's not... There are no buckets there. Okay. Oh, exit to the other area by the fisherman. I get it. That's the fisherman. I'm caught up now. Then at these buckets, we get an aqua beam. Then we'll check out the picture. And now let's go recruit our first ally. It sure is a Hecarim bone for you. Alright, got Poshul in the party. That poor little girl had her playmate taken from her. I feel a little bit guilty about it. She doesn't even want to talk to me. She's so mad. She's like, how dare you? Okay. Now, finally, let's allocate the whole party. This time around, I might get rid of this whiteout because I don't really use those things. So let's see if I can find a level 2. And then are there any others that I don't want? Like, I'd rather take an antidote than the whiteout. Alright, well, I am satisfied with that. What about you, Poshul? Got your canine ball. Got your doggy done it. And do you... Nope, you don't have a level 7. That's sad. That's so sad. Alright, so we will have to figure out how to get Poshul's level 7 technique at some point. Because clearly I didn't get it in the last playthrough. Now. Do I still have the spectral gloves that I picked up in the last... There it is. And we will put a stone mail on. He's also going to put on a forget-me-not pot. And a defender. And with you... I think we want to go with his attack power. So let's go with that. Power seal, give him more attack power. Last time we played, I was very disappointed by his recovery, by his stamina. But now it seems as though we should be fine, because even if his recovery is slow, we're going to be done with these fights so quickly. Okay. I do like when she gets her fist out and she's like, the important thing now is those Komodo dragon scales. All right. Now we do have to do this, although it would be interesting to just kind of skip it, but we can't. We've got to actually do it. All right. Let's save. These fights are not going to take very long. We are going to rip through most of these battles pretty quickly. Yeah, didn't even have the ability to withstand a level 1 attack. So I think we're going to be just fine. Apparently I entered a blocked scene. I wonder what scene I entered. All right. There he is. Let's get him. Now, of course, if I miss, then they'll be able to withstand the attack. All right, we got our first out of 3. Let's go get number 2. I am looking to make sure that there's nothing I'm missing. Oh, I do see that. I love getting the chance to ban a bot. It's always the best. Okay, I am going to get the treasure that is here, and then I will go and collect that Komodo. Come on, go down. There we go. Thank you. I sometimes forget that they gave me the ability to fast forward time, so I don't need to sit here and wait for these things to come to me. I can just speed up time and make it happen now. I'm genuinely going to be surprised if the mother Komodo dragon takes more than one round of turns. I'm pretty sure I will defeat it with just Sammy punching it. But it'd be interesting if it was able to withstand me attacking it. Okay. Dang it! I hate this one. This is the one that really irritates me. I hated it when we did it last time. I hate it again this time. I was a tiny bit closer, but not enough. Yeah, that time I was just impatient. I shouldn't have done it. You probably could have heard me clicking the X button a bunch of times. Hello, Valeyard 2. It is good to have you here. I hope you weren't waiting too long for me to say hello. I'm staring at this stupid Komodo dragon trying to jump on its head. Come on. Don't just stand there. Why is he just... There we go. Ah, I couldn't jump to the side. All right, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. There we go. Got his head. Got his head that time. So we are doing New Game Plus. I failed to get ending number 1. That was what we tried to do at the beginning of the stream. Ending number 1 requires that I fight the Time Devourer with just the main character. And I kept getting frozen, so I need to figure out how to get my hands on a blue brooch at some point. Because yeah, instant KO attacks are so annoying. Here we go. There we go. Oh, I never did Orla's side quest. That's the problem. I think there were a lot of side quests that I didn't do, that I just didn't even know about. I'm using a different walkthrough. I am abandoning the GameFAQs.com walkthrough for Chrono Cross. I feel like midway through the walkthrough, whoever was writing it just kind of got bored and stopped writing it. So I think I missed a lot of the late game side quests, and I'm going to try to get those this time. We will do just that, Poshul. Don't even worry about it. Don't even stress it. I just want the other treasure. So this time around, I think we're going to follow... I've forgotten his name. The magic user of our 3 guides at the beginning of the game. Last time we went with Nikki. I think his name is Guile. That's the magic user. We're going to go with him this time. Easy peasy. Alright, I'm never gonna use that. And I'm likely never gonna break it down because that's just not who I am. I'm a hoarder. I'm gonna keep it all. I've never really used Guile, so I'm not too familiar with him. I do like his pathway. I like I like going along the cliff's edge. I think that's fun. But yeah, I've never really played with him that much, so I don't know anything about his grid or any of his abilities. Okay, off to a whoops. I remember. I can't go that way. I gotta go this way. Now we're off to Opasa Beach. We'll get a quick save going just to make sure. Yeah. Okay. Vale Yard tells me to when I get Guile, I should check his sphere grid because it's a pain in the butt. Yeah. And one of the things I've noticed is that even the people who are not, they don't have great grids, they're still pretty good. I think the only exception might be the lady from the Dimensional Vortex. I forget her name, where she only has like 4 grid slots, and one of them is her doppelganger ability. She's the only one that annoys me, and it's because she's required, and I'm like, dang it. I also just realized, and this is a commentary on our beating the game yesterday, I realized that Poshul was not there when we woke up. When Lena was like, yeah, you passed out on the beach. There was no Poshul. He is not part of the canon ending. Okay, let me take a look at this really fast. We need to remember that we're going to say, I remember and will never forget this day. Even though I didn't get her level 7 tech before, we want to get it this time. I remember. Sprig! Sprig, that's the name. Yeah. I'm sure that someone who's like good at this game would have actual usage with Sprig, and I like the character. But once we get into combat, that's when I'm always like, dang it, Sprig! Okay. Gotta pay attention. There we go. We'll never forget this day. That's both of those. Okay. I am going to hit X a bunch of times because we're going to try for another ending. We failed to get the last ending. We're not going to fail this time. We've got backup. I might even take some medicine with me. I will probably equip that to both of my characters, so that way if one of us gets frozen, the other one can unfreeze them. So inconsistent. Well, maybe not. Now that I'm remembering it. 14 years ago was the Panther Demon. 10 years ago was when the father and the other father went missing. Yeah, that's the problem with Sprig, is using that time to transform. Okay, I'm excited. Let's give this a shot. Do you think Lena spontaneously combusted? I love that line. I'm going to let us sit with it for a moment. Do you think Lena spontaneously combusted? It's beautiful. Someone got paid real life currency, and they deserved twice whatever they were paid. They should have been paid triple. Spontaneously combusted. I love it too much. Okay. Quick little save going, and let's try to get ending number 2. Now, we don't have a Chrono Cross, so the only way to do this fight is the hard way. But this time... Oh, I forgot to equip medicine, so we might get a game over from being frozen. Fair warning, it's possible that we could lose this fight. Again. Hopefully Poshul can withstand this. Ugh. I mean, that was a lot of damage. But he's got the spectral gloves on, and he's missing every attack. Oh, that makes me mad. I hate missing. Well, this ended up not going very well. We'll see what happens now. I guess we'll go with a recover all. And then if Sammy is able to actually hit, we'll go with diminish. Of course, he misses because that's what he likes to do. Oh no. Oh man. Well, crap. Alright. I also don't have diminish available yet, so let's go for a revive. Alright, Poshul. Do your best. It's pretty good. And then you diminish. Now I think with Sammy, I am going to hit another recover all. I gotta. Probably a bad order to do it like that, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, Poshul, gimme... Yeah, give me the canine ball. Let's see what that looks like. I think we got rid of Poshul before I got to see any of their techs. Not that we got a great view of it with the Devourer of Time taking up the entire screen. It didn't freeze him, so that's good. Now... let's go for this. Did I take off the perfect Pendragon sigil? I think I did, and that's why I'm doing less damage now. Does he have anything else? I don't think he does. Oh boy, we are in trouble. Okay, well he does not have another big heal. He could use some capsules. I think I'm gonna go with heal on Poshul. It's better than nothing. But Sammy probably needs to also do some group healing if we survive. Yeah, let's go holy healing. We'll split up the green innate. Alright, well, hit him with a doggy done it. Kick up the dirty stuff from Pooch's sandbox. Alright, Sammy. Get in there and do a million he missed. At least he's not frozen. He kept getting frozen before. I think we... no, I'm not gonna do it yet. That's a good point. I really should use it, and I never do. And that's my own fault. Let's grab Cure for Poshul. It's not enough. I was like, now I'm gonna try to see if I have Eagle Eye. Now I'm gonna try to see if I have Eagle Eye. Doesn't look like Sammy put it on. Maybe Poshul put one on. And I can use that if he did. But I am gonna go for a recover all. We gotta keep Poshul above 250. I mean, 99% is not 100%, so I can understand that, but at the same time, I would be so angry. Alright, looks like I need to manually equip Eagle Eye. If we lose this fight, that's what we'll do. I don't think I have connected any of my strong attacks. Good. I wasn't looking. I hope I did a lot of damage. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Alright, negate physical does nothing for me. So let's start going for most powerful elements and just see what we can do. Well, last time he did this, it didn't cause that much damage, so I'm not too worried about it this time. Obviously, we need to recover on Poshul. Hit him with that. Now, let's go with a heal all. Yeah, I am out of recover alls. But if we get a game over, I think I'm going to put a green plate on Poshul. Because the Devourer of Time prefers green elemental attacks. And so I might as well have Poshul recovering every time. Let's hit him with a free fall. So if we get a game over, that's going to be our response. Looking for Eagle Eye and putting that on, and then giving Poshul a green plate. Because he just keeps going down. Let's go Cure Plus on Poshul. Stay on your feet, my little doggy dude. Boo. Okay, what do we have? I mean, we can go Electro Bolt, but I should probably go Capsule. I'm gonna do that. Then we've got 3 left. He could still go down. Alright, I don't love doing it, but we're gonna go with the Holy Healing too. Yeah, that sucked, but at the same time I'm not too worried about it, because the worst they could do is give me a game over. Oof. Oof. Alright, we're not frozen yet. I might switch over to pure physical. That's fine. And then I get to Poshul, and I'm like, maybe I don't want to go pure physical. Maybe I want to use some of his abilities, but his abilities are bogus. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna keep punching him in the face. Like, I really hope he aims for Sammy. Good. Because I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, Nostrum would be good. I don't know if I have equipped any. And I do use it because I don't usually go through and like pick out my elements. And so when the game auto allocates Nostrum, I'm like, yeah, I'll go with that. But it looks as though I didn't get it this time, so I probably should have taken the time to do it. Alright, well, let's get a Cure Plus, or a capsule on Sammy for 80. I know I have well, unless I lost my Nostrum from playthrough to playthrough. We'll find out. Well, Poshul is frozen. That was my concern. I'm gonna throw out another Diminish, because all he's doing are magical attacks, so I'm just gonna try to make some of these magical attacks a little bit weaker. Not by much. Excellent, Poshul's back. Oh no. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Oh, dang it. I keep forgetting that Poshul doesn't get a full 6 attacks. His recovery speed is slow. Alright, welcome back, Vale Yard. I am going to try a full revival on Poshul. I mean, I can't do it on Sammy. If Sammy goes down, I don't even think Poshul has revive equipped. Maybe he has one. Alright, let's try it. Yeah. I'm doing this specifically to try to get a reset going. That was fine. As far as resets go, Poshul got to 3.9. It's 3 attacks. He's still not down. He's still not down. I mean, of course not. He's got like 15,000 hit points. Takes forever. And I didn't come correct. I came thinking that I'm just too cool for school and there's nothing they can do about it. Dang it, I did it again. Okay. All right. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try it on Sammy. I can't believe I kept going past that over and over and over again. Excellent. And then for you, you don't really have much left, but let's go with a capsule on Sammy. He probably doesn't need it. I probably should be putting it on Poshul, but I'm gonna see how well this works. Okay. This is the one I'm worried about for Poshul. I don't know if I have. Good. Now, the next thing I was curious about is, will this deactivate the one that Sammy has cast on him? I guess we'll find out. But frankly, I should have done that ages ago, and I just wasn't thinking. So, let's see what happens to Sammy. Will it still miss? Still miss. That is awesome. It still missed. I love it. Now, of course, this means I can't cast any healing magic either, but I'm out, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, this should miss. It did not, so obviously it ran out. So negate magic doesn't last that long. That's the important thing that we learned. What have you got for me? Man, I don't know. I don't know. This may be a thing where I need to pursue it, you know, much later. All right, last capsule. It will go to Sammy. We're both in prime die-in range, so I gotta be careful. I guess let's hit him with a free fall. It's the best I've got. This might be the end of this attempt. Nope, we're still standing. Barely. Yep, I got nothing. Goodbye, Poshul. Good job fighting as long as he did. Shouldn't have, but he still has enough. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We went into that fight with, you know, the worst equipment imaginable. Well, not the worst. It just, we didn't have the best. I think if I try it again, I want to get Eagle Eye, and I want to get a green plate on Poshul, and I want to put the Pendragon thing on, what's his name? Weird. Okay. So, with the elements, we want on both people, we want to look for Eagle Eye. Now, heal plus, or heal all rather, needs to be here. Another recover all needs to be on here. And I want you to have a cure plus. That way, at least both of them are able to provide some support and healing. Now, let's see if we've got the Nostrum. Put that there, and give one there. There it is. There it is. Okay. So, Valeyard was saying that you can and probably should put this in the lowest category. And I like that idea because then we can pretty much use it right away. Like, not right away, but we can use it. So I'm willing to give that a shot, and then I might try with this one, putting it in its normal spot and just see if there's a difference. But otherwise, I feel pretty good on that. And then on equipment, we wanted the perfect Pendragon sigil, and we wanted the green plate. Excellent. So, I feel significantly better about this. And I think that we're going to get through this fight a little bit faster. Let's give it a shot. One more try. I want to give each of these endings at least 2 tries. We gave ending 1 2 tries, and we failed both times. I'm going to give this one 2 tries. Wasn't that enough? There we go. It should be. I think with the correct preparation, I think that this is a doable fight. And frankly, I probably could have been able to do ending one. I just got frustrated at getting frozen. All right. Well, that was all I needed. Because now, hello, Blazin'! Welcome back. I didn't realize Eagle Eye was only for one person. I was sitting here thinking, all right, this is great. We'll just use Eagle Eye and save it for the next. I should have waited. Yes, Vale Yard. Ending one is right after the dream sequence. You don't talk to anyone. You go straight to Opasa Beach and you start fighting. And I was doing really well until the Omega Blue, and then I got knocked out. Okay, let's give me... Oh! Nope, that's what I wanted. Give it to Poshul. Aha! There we go. Now... I also need to diminish the field still. Because we don't want that happening again. You're correct. And I did not pick one up in my last playthrough. I don't know where I should have found it. But yeah, that's what I was missing. Okay, let's diminish the field. There we go. I kept looking at Sammy's plate. Now he's got that little green corner. That means he has absorbed that element, and it will be a part of his attacks now. Good. And... yeah, let's keep going. He's got the most powerful attacks. We'll put Poshul in charge of healing. Cure Plus on Sammy. It would be nice to get another blue plate, but I gotta fight the dragons to get there. They are at 99%. I just keep forgetting to... oh, he is not anymore. His Eagle Eye has worn out. We have lost it. We'll see if Poshul still is. So maybe putting it at the level 1 slot. That might end up being the problem. Good. Yep, they wore off for both of them. So, there we go. Only took a few turns for the Eagle Eye to wear off. Makes me sad. Let's hit him with a doggy done it. Throw some of our kitty litter at him, or I guess our doggy litter. Okay. That is the scary one. Didn't freeze Poshul. Freaking Poshul. Okay. But we still did a lot of good damage to him with what we had. And the green plate is helping a lot. I think it is time to probably heal myself. Yeah, let's do it. Good, good. Let's go diminish again. I don't know if I need... Yeah, the green plate on Poshul has been so fantastic. I don't know if I need to be worried too much about what's going on anymore, but I'm going to try to put out another diminish eventually, just because Sammy can still get hurt at this point. I might also do a negate magic on Sammy. Okay. That was all right. Let's... I missed. I hate missing. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Negate magic doesn't last all that long, but for the next few turns, any spells cast on Sammy will miss. That includes healing spells, so I gotta be kind of careful. I think it includes healing spells. I've always interpreted it to include healing spells. Good. Good. Let's hit him with... let's just hit him with our fist. I love it. I love it. The green plate really is pretty clutch in this fight. Alright, so I could do it again. But I think what I'm going to do is heal. I'm going to offer a cure to Sammy. And then he's just going to get right back to punching things. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. I was about to say something very dumb. I was about to say he's gotta be getting close. He doesn't have to be doing anything. He could still be miles away. Alright, Poshul, if it is your turn, it is now time to use a recover all. I hate it when they miss. Oh boy, do I hate it when they miss. I take it as a personal offense. I take it as an insult if they miss. I'm like, how dare you? Oh, it does not. Excellent. That's good to know. I had never tried because I was like, if it's negating all magic, then I'm not going to waste my magic on healing. So I never even experimented. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Hit them with a couple of those. I hope he's getting close. I don't know if he is. But I think it is time to drop another diminish on the field. So we'll drop, actually, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do this the right way. I'm gonna go with a recover all, and then Poshul can be the one to drop the diminish on the field. Poshul already used their diminish. Oh no, I wasn't thinking. Okay. Well, this is what I get for not thinking. I should have been paying attention. We're gonna drop that field effect once Sammy is able to get back up to level 8. There we go. Now let's diminish. Do it to Poshul. Yay! I kind of want another reset, so I am going to use a spell. Not because I think it's going to do a lot of damage. I just want them both to be in the negative, so hopefully we can get back up to 7. Okay. Excellent. I think we're doing pretty well. I think it is time to finally use one of those Nostrums, though. So Nostrum on Sammy. And where are you going for? It sounded like a truck crashed outside. All right, big hits, big hits. We haven't gotten him to stagger yet, but we're gonna do it with this free fall. Right, guys, we're gonna knock him down with the free fall. Yeah, because of that spread from, I think it's 50, 80, and then 200, I sometimes forget how useful the Nostrum is. Because I'm always using capsules thinking, that'll be fine. And then I actually use them, and I'm like, no, that was not fine. That did not work. So I really should try to make sure that I have Nostrums equipped once I have them. Well, poop. Yep, punch him. Punch him. Okay. That was a good critical hit. I like seeing that. I'm going to go with the heal all. I think I still have a recover all, but I'm going to go with the heal all. And let's get back to punching. Arrgh. Okay, he's not frozen, so that's good. We did it! We did it! Valeyard, you were a genius for reminding me about that green plate. Or at least being here when I remembered it exists. I don't remember how it came down, but that was all the difference in the world. And I bet if I tried ending one again and put that green plate on Sammy, or Surge, I guess is his generic name, I think I might be able to do ending one even at a growth level 48. So, might be worth trying. We're not going to try it on the stream. We're just going to kind of enjoy this. And I'm going to make my face disappear. Oh, he's back. Yeah, I've already saved the world. Hi, honey. How'd it go? He almost had one. He hit a 10-foot lion shark, but it got away just as he was about to hoist it up. Oh, that's too bad. So I guess we're all grown up now. But I still can't believe you used to be a housekeeper, Sammy. You really are something. You said it. I've been fishing all my life and I've yet to come across someone so talented. I sure got myself a great apprentice. I give him a perfect 10. Me too, a perfect 10. There's no doubt this guy's going to make it big. Oh yeah, a superstar. He'll be all set to marry you, Lena. And settle down to a sweet, loving family. You go, girl. Oh yeah, go, go. I mean... There's nothing to be embarrassed of. And then Kid said, see ya, Sammy. We've never even met. We've never even met. And she said, see ya. Lena, you're blushing. Oh, please. What is it, Sammy? For real. Kid in the background doing nothing. Like, she hasn't even been a part of this playthrough except in the dream sequence. Huh? No, I didn't hear nothing. That's right. Okay then, come on, Sammy. I'll make you a nice lunch. You have to eat a lot of protein and build up those muscles. Oh man, you love birds. Come on, stop teasing me. There's nothing to be embarrassed of. Lena, you're blushing again. I like that Poshul is back there also, just kind of like, and I was here too. I was a part of things too. Oh, face is going away. Let's see what's going on. Baga. Oi. Yesterday. Today. Tama. Just in case she speaks. I got you now, Lynx. Oi. Is that the frozen flame? That's the frozen flame, ain't it? Are you one of the radical dreamers? Shut up. In the name of Luca. Ha! What are you talking about? Kill two birds with one stone. Tin Hut! I introduce you to the new Lord of El Nido, General Kid. General. Oi! As of today, I stand before you as the new Lord of El Nido. General! I have important news! The poor army is heading this way! Arrgh! Would y'all just calm down? Remember, we have the frozen flame. Plus, there's nothing to worry about with Kid in charge. Fall in line. After we defeat the Kingdom of Guardia, it's time to put those poor blokes in their places. Place, singular. Yes, General Kid. Follow me, come. Later, the Acacia Dragoons, led by General Kid, went on to conquer the neighboring countries with ease. It was the birth of a new sovereign nation, the Acacia Empire. And standing next to General Kid's throne was the frozen flame. Although it wasn't, because that's not where it was. But whatever. Who am I to say? But there we go. We got another ending taken care of. Yeah, we'll save the game. And I am going to just put that here. And there we go. But I feel pretty good about that. I am very proud. So, let's just continue where we were. 44 versus 41. Yeah, we'll go 44. Okay. What do we have equipped? I am going to... no, I think I'll rock with this for a while. But I do want to change their equipment. The problem with the Pendragon Sigil is that if we go up against someone who is healed by the attacks, then I'm just providing high-level healing every time I punch them. So I don't usually use the Pendragon things at all. And then we'll go back to a stone mail, but everything else was fine. Sweet. Okay, and we're going to keep these elements as they are for a little bit, just to see if we like that. All right, here we go. I really kind of like that ending. I really enjoyed that ending. Because what we learned yesterday is that Kid, whether intentionally or not, she did summon Sammy. I'm going to always call him Sammy because that's his name in my game. she did summon him into another world. So it would make sense that maybe she would know who he is and all that. But she acted like she had no idea who he was or what any of that meant. And so in that regard, I'm also kind of like, well, maybe she didn't know. But then in that ending, she goes to the dock to check on Sammy and see what he's doing. I don't know. I liked it. There's a lot to think about, and I like that ending. I think one of my favorite things in Chrono Trigger, the original game, was the endings that were most interesting to me were the ones that really made you think about the implications of them. Of course, it doesn't mean anything. They're just short little dumb endings, but I like this notion that without Sammy involved and without the Time Devourer getting in the way, Kid becomes like an imperial ruler. That's pretty dope. Okay. Onwards we go. There's no treasure up here, but I am gonna go kill that dude so he doesn't get the drop on me. Because that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to drop on my head, and I'm not gonna let him. Sure, I could take him out easily, but I'm not going to let him jump on my head. All right. And there was nothing down there. There's still one more treasure left to get, so I'm gonna get it. All right. There's one. There's two. I kind of thought he was gonna run away, so I'm impressed that that one had the nerve to fight me. And there we go. Okay, that should have been everything. There's an auto battle in this game? I don't think there is an auto battle. That is interesting. Yeah, she's evil. And yeah, and she is tunnel visioned. She is solely focused on killing the body that is Lynx. She does not care who Lynx is. And so even when Sammy turns evil, she's like, I'll still follow. I gotta. Yeah. For as much as I love that character, you know, she's not a great person. she's always doing bad things. Okay. We're going back to Arnie Village, and we're gonna go to the house on the right where there used to be a barrel. Now we're gonna talk to the pot. No answer. No answer. No answer. What do you want already? I said I'm just a pot. Excellent. Okay. Then we talk to you about your poems. Now I am kind of skipping through a lot of this dialogue. I'm going to say it again. I say it a few times, but we are in the New Game Plus. If you want to hear all of this dialogue, including me doing attempts at character voices for all of them, then check out the YouTube. It's still B. Sammy Davis over there. And you can see all of this story. But otherwise, I'm mostly just talking to people because that is what is required in order to accomplish certain things. There we go. Got that tablet. Now we go to Lena's house. I always forget that it's Lena's house, if I'm honest with you. I think of it as Poshul's house, because I've never seen Lena there, but I have seen Poshul's bed here. Excellent. Got another photon ray. Then to my house. Yep. Okay. So we want to open the curtains. Come on, open the dang curtains. There we go. And then somewhere over here, we've got the magma bomb. And that's all that should be in here. I mean, that dude is pretty chill. If I thought children were playing in my house, I think I would flip out. So Valeyard and I were talking about Kid, and I just read this message. In the end, she gets better, but I agree she is a bad person. And that is true. Like, but that's also probably one of the more genius parts of this game, the fact that Kid becomes a good person by the end of it. Because at the beginning and the middle, she is not a hero. And so it makes sense that in ending 2, she would take over the world. But, you know, by Act 3, we're able to make her into a good person. We just had to travel into her dreams to do it. And even then, she still wants to kick people's arses all the way to the moons. So, you know, she hasn't changed her tune by much. Okay, I don't see the Explorer. Let's go and look at the picture. I wonder if I can get Mojo right now. I'm gonna try. Did I get something? I did. I've never tried to get Mojo this early, and I'm gonna try that now. I'm gonna see if he's available. But there's gotta be a reason why I've never done it before. There's gotta be someone blocking or something. Why would I not be able to get Mojo? Let's see. Let's see if we get Mojo. I might have caught it. I might have caught it. We saw in ending 2, I became a fisherman. But no, I didn't catch that one. It was him. All right. Mojo doesn't want to talk to me yet. Okay. So Mojo is not... he's not there until the power of love. It's the power of love. But I'm glad I got to try it out. I have now verified for myself that you cannot get Mojo this early. Ooh, I do like that Poshul is a part of this conversation. And I think about the fact that the very first time I played this game 20 years ago, way back in the PS1 days, I did not know that Poshul was a recruitable character. And so I only had these conversations with the hero and Lena, and never with Poshul sticking his nose in and saying what they've got to say. Like, it took me a long time to realize that I had been making the game harder for myself by going it alone. But that's also one of the charming things about this game, the fact that these characters all of these characters, some of them are optional. There's really only a few who are required. And even the ones you think are required are not. Like Kid, you can avoid Kid for a long time. Okay. We're just kind of skipping through a lot of this dialogue. I could probably make it faster. Okay. We don't get to have her join us yet. And the only way we will get to have her join us is by rejecting Kid. So, we're going to do that. Let's go to Cape Howl. Excuse me. Poor Poshul. I know what happens in Cape Howl. I know what happens to dog-like creatures in Cape Howl. Okay, no treasure. We will kill some dudes, because there might be some hit points that we could earn just by doing these battles, and they're going to be quick battles anyway. I'm shocked that he was able to withstand 2 hits. Okay, no more stat boosts. That's fine, that makes sense. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I'm not avoiding fights, but I don't need to fight them. All the way back, Poshul. I can't have you reading over my shoulder. I need to look really cool and solitary on this camera angle. Poor Poshul, they're kicking dogs around here, those jerks. Now, we will come back to this FMV multiple times. And I think that's also one of the things that I find endlessly charming about this game. The fact that they, you know, yes, they recycled assets, but they did it in such a creative way where they would manipulate you, making you think that the game was starting over or that, you know, something had changed. Or they would make slight alterations. And so even though they were reusing a lot of the stuff from these FMVs, little changes would force you to focus in on them. And I think that was brilliant. I have a deep affection for this game. I genuinely hope that in my lifetime, Square decides to put out a third game in the Chrono franchise. I say that out loud and then realize I've never looked it up. So in the Chrono series, there's something that was called Chrono Break, but the trademark was dropped in 2003. So we are 22 years past that game, that title, Chrono Break, being a legitimate thing. But it'd be cool if it came back, or any Chrono came back. I just want some time-based shenanigans. That's what it really boils down to. Yeah. I'll admit, the very first time I played it, I think I hated this game. But I was like, well, my parents bought it for me, and I don't want them to think that they made a bad purchase, so I'll just keep playing it. So that way I can, you know, show them that I'm getting the most out of the game. And then while playing it like that, it just clicked with me. And I was like, I think I love this game. And I've loved it ever since, you know? All right. It's a little shocking that she doesn't have her level 7 technique, but that is related to a specific quest line, so I can forgive the game for being like, no, you don't get to have it now. You gotta earn that thing. And that's probably going to be the case with anyone else who has a level 7 tech that has to be discovered. It might not be equipped anymore. We'll find out when we get to our first level 7 tech having character. Alright, girl. Let's see what you got. All right, bunch of garbage. You know, one of these days I will take the time to break down anything that I'm never gonna use, but that's not gonna be today. It's probably not gonna be tomorrow. You know, it's just one of those things. All right, we gotta reject kid. Confirm the name and be mindful of the conversation because I must reject her 3 times. But I got older and it made me amazed on what the devs did. Recycling maps, monsters, characters, and still it's so good. And those recycled maps have these little micro changes. And like, they didn't need to do, they didn't need to make Marbule grow midway through the game and have an actual city built on it. Like, oh, there's so many great things. And the fact that we're just going between 2 dimensions really lends itself to these tiny changes that force you, the player, to zero in and focus and see what the changes are. All right, let's pay close attention and see what they've got. I don't want her to join my party yet. Refuse. I hate it. Oh, I hate it so much. This is the one thing that I hate more than anything. I'm like, no, I don't want to say no to you, kid. I don't. But I want Lena. And I want Mojo. So, you know, I gotta reject you, kid, and I'm sorry. I dislike it. I'm not a fan. Oh, man. We'll get her next time. See you later, kid. We'll see you in a little bit. We'll be there soon. First, I gotta find Poshul. Ah, there you are. Yeah. Yeah. My second one, and we are going to make it this time around, is abandoning Kid. Last time we saved Kid because Rasley was part of the dream at the beginning and we wanted to do that. But we gotta leave her poisoned so we can get Glenn. It's right there on the text. You can see it on the screen. That's the only way we're getting Glenn. And we want Glenn this time around. He is so OP. Okay. Thank you, Lena. I am glad to have you in the party. Okay. Now, let's do two things now. Okay. Yes, we are going to do this. I'm going back to my old habits of just allocating the whole party and not really thinking about it. And then we're going to equip. That can't be the best one. 60 might be the best one. I never had anybody else with cooking instruments in the last playthrough, and so I'm like, eek. That's also true. She's so mean to everybody. She's always like, I'm just gonna be rude. Okay. She will wear a stone mail as well. And then with her, I think, not the magic ring. We want the magic seal. We want a defender, and I'm gonna start being greedy and collecting my money. You can't see it because my face is covering it, but because we slept, we are now at 50 out of 50 stars. That number will go down whenever I am able to find some summons, which is not gonna be for a while. All right, let's see what the power of love does. It's the power of love. Show it to him again. Mash on the X button to tell him to leave me alone. And we are not going to actually put Mojo in the party. I'm going to roll with Poshul and Lena. I think we rocked with Mojo last time. You can call me out if you have watched the old streams on the YouTube. You can say, no, you never played with Mojo, and then we'll try him out and we'll see what he's got. But for now, he's just gonna stay here. I do love the character design of Mojo. It does seem, though, that if someone used fire on him, he should catch fire. Like, even if that's just like a deteriorating status effect like poison, where every time he does damage, he gets hurt. But he should do more damage because he's on fire. But I don't know if I've ever seen him catch fire. You're not that lucky, Mojo. I like ya, but you're not that lucky. And now we have more characters than we have space in our party. And I like it. Okay. Time to head for the Hydra Marshes. Before we go there, I am going to triple check this. Okay. We know she doesn't have any equipment that we want because we want Denadorite stuff. But we can look here and see. She's got the same stuff that her counterpart has. I thought maybe we would be able to get it. So, going to the Hydra Marshes here is not that big of a deal. Because now in New Game Plus, the 1 damage per second is not gonna impact us as much as it did the first time we came. Yeah, we haven't even gone down below 550 yet. Okay, but those were the only treasures that I wanted to grab without our safety gear. So let's go get that safety gear. Yep. As always, let's save and make sure we don't lose anything. I do love that this remaster has an autosave function. It doesn't happen on every screen. It happens when you go from inside to outside or if you touch a save spot. It will automatically save in slot 1. I just don't always trust it. Okay. We got the safety gear. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. So we get that chest, we got that chest. Okay, we got all the chests we can get. There are more to get here. We just need the green tinkler to be able to get to them. And yeah, that time I trusted the autosave, so I guess I'm a big hypocrite sometimes. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to go kill that balloon monster that self-destructs. Two of us have forget-me-not pots, and I don't remember seeing this when I recruited Janice, so I don't think I have defeated one of these. Excellent. So, yeah. Now it should be Ooh. Why didn't anyone tell me I was poisoned? I know the game told me, but I wasn't paying attention at the time. That's my fault. Oh, okay, so it wouldn't even be there anyway. Alright, well, at least I got it. I got it. I got it for my own satisfaction. My own edification, I guess. Let's go to the Fossil Valley. Okay, just wanted to make sure. There was some all caps text, and I was like, what are they saying? And then I realized they were saying exactly what I thought they were saying. I was just thrown off by the fact that it was caps text. Alright, maybe a dingo ate ya, baby. Poor guy. Poor little guy. He just wants to fight me, and I kill him in one hit. I don't mean to. Alright, and I'm also going to fight the bird that's down there. If you are playing for the very first time, it's a good idea to avoid the bird that I'm about to fight, because it's so much more powerful than you are at level 2. But I'm at level 50. I can take him. I'm glad that the default option was yes, because I was mashing through the X button, and, you know, if the default option was no, then I would have missed him. But let's go get a bellflower. I am gonna fight this dude. Just in case. Yeah, I did defeat the bird in the original, or in the playthrough that I did last time. I'm pretty sure I beat him. Because he's, like you said, he's not that bad unless you use elements on him, and then suddenly the fight gets out of hand. And I don't even think I knew that. I think I had forgotten. I think I was just like, I'm just gonna fight him, because why not? And then I beat him, and I was like, sweet, well that worked. And last but not least, let's get an egg. I'm sure he is warning me. Grab the egg. And fight the dodo. There we go. Yeah, I stole your baby and now I'm gonna kill you. I'm not a great hero, apparently. Alright, we got the big egg, we killed the bird. So let's go to our next tutorial boss fight. Our next salt and peppers here. Salt and peppers here. And yeah. Apparently I really enjoy the way Kid saves the day by murdering everything that gets in her way. And I'm like, that's a great plan. Commit murder. Oh, whoops, wrong direction. Let's go that way. There we go. Felt like that light was kind of washing me out a little bit, so I'm gonna turn it down. Alright, while that fight loads, if you see in the chat that way, potato chip pictures, I'm going to go to my other screen really fast. We are going to be reviewing Austin Powers International Man of Mystery on Friday's episode. So if you were there for the James Bond franchise, make sure to join us for the Austin Powers franchise. That's what we do, movie franchises. And, yeah. New episode coming Friday with a brand new franchise. Oh no, he got me! Well, that was a good job, Salt. Let's see what Pepor does. He goes down too. That's what Pepor does. One of these fights will actually be a challenge. And so I don't want to act like, oh, these are so easy. Because one of them is going to suddenly become hard. Well, hard is a relative term. It will still be easy for me now that I'm in New Game Plus, but it might take like 3 or 4 turns to take them out. I just remember always being shocked at when the game suddenly got very hard. And I was like, what? What happened? Oh no, I hit the wrong button. Okay, there we go. We got that. All right, off we go to Termina. So what we are going to do, well, we'll see what we've got time for. We've got about 25 minutes left in the stream. We'll see how far we get. Maybe we can start our next thing. Oh, I have done something wrong. I'm glad I switched guides. Because I'm like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing I was supposed to do. And in this thing I'm supposed to do, I am going to read it out loud. So you are going to get some character voices out of me every once in a while. I think Kid's a little jealous. You don't get to see it because my big face is covering it, but she is real mad. Because, you know, that's what heroes do. They get jealous. Okay, into the shop for something I have never done before. Hey Lena, long time no see, how are you? Since when did you have a boyfriend? It's not fair to keep me out of the loop. Now I think I did have this conversation. They're just making it sound as though there is something I missed by doing it later. It's nothing like that. He's my cousin? Isn't that right, Sammy? I guess I'll agree with her. A cousin, eh? Then Sammy E. Pooh, how about we leave Lena here and you and I go on a date? Oh, Lisa, stop that nonsense. Oops, before I forget, this is for you. Mom told me to say hi. Wow, thank you. Thank your mom for me. Anyway, how can I help you today? Don't expect any special deals just because we're friends. Alright, what do you have? We'll grab 13 more ointments. One more of those. We're pretty good with most of these, especially the low-level ones where we're going to be picking up tons of them. Excellent. Okay, well, there we did. We did it. Now we gotta go to Zappa's smithy. I don't know if there's a cutscene or if they just wanted me to go there to craft materials, which I'm not going to do. Because I don't think that a copper anything is going to be better than my rainbow stuff. Arr! How many times do I have to say it? Dinna let the customers back here! How many years have ye been me wife? What's a big ape like you doing worrying about such trivial stuff? Don't ye be complaining up a storm over just one or two customers coming to talk to ye. There's not one or two, there's three. Oh, you'll never ken the delicate heart of a craftsman like yours truly. I dinna expect a layman like you to ken what I'm saying, but the art of smithing may seem only like physical labor, but it requires far more mental prowess. Every time the hammer strikes, a wee bit of my soul goes with it. I guess what I'm saying is, your soul is what makes the sword. So if you're standing in there yapping and distracting me, I cannot focus my soul into the steel. You ken? If so, then get going. Alright, fine. Ah, why can you no leave me be? This sword, it's no good now. Time to start over. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you'll be working and you just have to start over. Okay. As we said, she's not going to have anything I want. I was kind of hoping that she would, because we're in New Game Plus, they would give me stuff. I am going to try to have one of everything, because why not? I'm never going to equip them, but might as well have all evolutions of these items, right? Let's see. There we go. But I'm not going to do that with the armor. She complains, if only we had iron, as I just crafted a bunch of iron stuff. Okay, let's go to the mansion. And here's something interesting. The previous build guide that I had used had told me to break down this stuff. Gaming Mike, why do you have to listen carefully to the words that come out of my mouth? I don't. Oh wow. That was great. I completely forgot about yesterday. And I know I said it. There it was. Yesterday. Getting mad about things being in the wrong slot. It's because I was talking about level 7 techs. I think that's it. Oh man. Well, there you guys go. If I ever say anything outlandish, feel free to add it to the stuff, the quotes. You know what I'm saying. Okay, down to the previous area and go right to get a scene. There it is. And then we're going to go down the stairs for another scene. Okay. I've got everything well, I don't have everything I need. I'm just ready to look into this. It's Irene's! Maybe. Maybe not. Good call. As you are watching the stream, you earn beard hairs to get me to do things like take a sip of water. Oh, delightful. Or to get me to sit up straight. Or to tell the totally real, absolutely not made up story of how we met. Yes, you and I'll tell everyone how we met. Totally the real, absolutely not fictional, definitely not made up on the spot, and probably based on a movie I have recently watched, story of how we met. Okay. That was everything with Korcha. We're not going to be recruiting him this time. We will get him with the Chrono Cross. But we're not going to be recruiting him. He is part of the Save Kid quest line. And we're not doing that this time. We are abandoning her to her fate. Like the big jerks we are. Alright. Alright, she said, what business brings you here to the shrines, blah, blah, blah. You shouldn't disturb the resting place of the brave. This is no place for outsiders to roam around. I don't mean to be harsh, but if you have no business here, leave now. Alright. I don't care. There is a way to get over to Korcha, and we will figure out how to do that. But first, we gotta go talk to these two. So, she was out of flowers? That is unfortunate. Then let us pray without any flowers for today. Huh? Is that a bellflower you have there? Would you be so kind as to give it to us? We need a bellflower for our prayer. For free? Are you sure? I thank you deeply. Please, let me offer you my gratitude as well. The souls that rest beneath this sword loved this flower in life. That is why we always bring some when we pray here. Dario, here is a bellflower that you used to love so much. Soon the flower's seeds shall sprout, grow leaves, and bloom flowers everywhere. And we shall age another year while you remain the same in memory. Father, brother. It is such a mystery. This sword never rusts, even when left in the rain. It seems as if the souls of its masters live within it. Do you not think so, Glenn? Yes. I have engraved in my memory the lives of my father and brother who have wielded the sacred sword Einlanzer. Let us hope that it is true. What do you mean by that? Miss Riddle, I cannot allow even you to... Do you not think there is something odd about the dragoons of late? Daddy's face shows such anguish, and even Karsh was saying he was sent on a ghost hunt. Miss Riddle. Everyone has been acting oddly ever since that beastly guest arrived at the manor. Glenn, promise me to always keep the unclouded truth in sight. Do not be swayed by the masses. The splendor of the Einlanzer must not be tarnished. As you wish. Oh, forgive me. I just found it a little awkward to hear you say such words. Miss Riddle, a chill wind has risen. Shall we return to the manor? Yes, of course. And there they go, the wrong way to the manor. All right, so we did that. Now they're telling me to leave and go upstairs. I'm just trying to figure out the best way I want to go. Okay, well, I'm gonna see if I can go see who Korcha is talking to. Because I've never spoken to this group before. And that guy rushed and hit it as soon as I got there. It was a hilarious sight. Yeah, that's great. Oops, I've got customers. Sorry, I'll get ya some big fish next time you come by. All right, Korcha, but are they really gonna be big this time? You only ever catch small fry. Your boating skills are first class, but your fishing skills suck. Ah, shut up. See ya. Oh, it's you guys. You're tourists, right? The festival's a waste of time. My name's Korcha. I'm here from Goldove working as a ferryman. I can take you anywhere you like with this boat. I'd take money, but don't worry, it's not that much. My boating skills are quite famous around here. I guarantee a comfortable ride. We're a riddle Buffy? We're a riddle biffy, though. Maybe next time. I did not read busy out of that. Anyway. Alright. If you ever want to get somewhere by boat, swing by. Sorry to have interrupted your conversation. I guess I would have had to talk to you anyway if I'm going the route with Guile. Okay, back up here, and we are going to speak to a churro salesman. Then we're probably going to save and call it. So, this guy. I overslept and this corner's the only place open. To make things worse, the shrines are just past this point. They're called shrines, but they're really just a bunch of graves. I feel a bit uneasy. It's rumored that a possessed giant and a girl live in the shack near the shrines. Wow, Big Bro's got a great place to open a shop. That spot's ideal for roadside merchants like us. Oops, no time to lose. I gotta hurry and set up myself. Please come back a little later. Alright, so you're not the churro guy. You're not the churro guy. Are you the churro guy? They're not selling at all! A Viper Festival isn't a Viper Festival until you have a Viper Churro, right? This isn't going well. I'm setting a bad example for my little brother. Shoot. Do you think 100G is too much for one churro? Yeah, that's too much. Just as I thought! I had a hunch that it was just a tad too much. How much should I charge for it? 50. Okay, then I'll lower the price a bit to match that. Okay. So what we are going to do is we're going to save and call it here, and then tomorrow we will recruit Kid and continue with everything else. Interesting. So we're not going to be able to do ending 3 because we aren't going to have Nikki, unless we can do ending 3 at the end of the game after we have recruited everyone with a Chrono Cross. But that's fine. All of these things are fine. Okay. We're gonna call it here. Thank you guys for watching. We were able to do one extra ending, so if you missed that in the stream, make sure to check out the YouTube later on. And if you're watching on the YouTube, how about a like? You've made it this far, give me one of them likes. And if you're watching live with me, how about a follow? Turn on your notifications. I will let you know when we are coming back with more New Game Plus. We're gonna do it at least one more day. I don't know if I'm gonna go for the Platinum, so if you ever saw the link for the Discord, make sure to hit me up there and let me know your thoughts. If you think there should be a new game, we should switch it up, or if I should try to get that Platinum. Just let me know in the Discord or anywhere else. And until tomorrow, thank you so much for watching. Goodbye!